Hey guys, it's Christa from LCRC, and today I'm going to be installing a pair of Gullwing Arms onto my RC10T6.2 stadium truck that I run at Richfield Raceway on carpet. I'm going to be installing a setup sheet setup that has worked well for other racers. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the set screws that are holding the hinge pins in place from the A-arms. You can do this with a 1.5mm driver. Throughout the video, I try to show you a picture of what I'm working on in the top right hand part of the screen. Now we're going to remove two screws that are holding the front bumper in place with our 2.0 driver. In this video, I'm using all MIP tools. Now let's loosen the two screws that are holding the bulkhead in place. I do not remove them all the way at this point. Now I'm going to remove the shock bottom screws with my 2.0 driver. Now I'm going to remove the nut that are holding the top of the shocks in place. You can use a 5.5 nut driver and a 7mm wrench. I'm going to now remove those two screws that we loosened on the bulkhead. And I'm loosening the set screws that are in place to hold the hinge pins in place. Those are not going to be in place if you have the stock bulkhead. It's only an aftermarket. Now I just used a pick to pull out those hinge pins, and I'm going to be reinstalling a bulkhead. The recommended one for this setup sheet is a 91898. There is a link in the description to all the parts I talk about today. Now I'm just installing those set screws into the A-arms with my 1.5 driver. And now I'm tightening the set screws into the bulkhead. And I just used my pick to pop the sway bar mount off of the original A-arms. It's just popped onto a ball stud. And then to install it on the new A-arms, I'm using a pair of needle nose pliers, and I just popped it down onto the new ball stud. For this setup, I need to use a 1mm spacer to the rear of the caster block when I'm installing the A-arms. And once I get that hinge pin in place, I can just install the set screw to hold everything where it needs to be. Now I placed my sway bar mount into the holder and tightened the set screw with my 1mm driver. So I just stuck my bumper on place just to remember which holes I need to put the screws into first. Two of the screws in the bulkhead go through the bumper, and the other two just go right into the bulkhead, and I'm installing those now with my 2.0 driver. And then now I can just add the front bumper to the mix, installing the two screws with my 2.0 driver as well. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. We're going to continue the series adjusting our RC10T6.2 for carpet setup, and we'll meet you back here. If you want more information, visit us online at LCRC Raceway.com.